I'll tell you. Okay, you're good. And then if you can just say your name and where you work at and your title.
My name is Tracie Gordon. I work at the Dustbusters Cleaning Authority. The Dustbusters Cleaning Authority is owned and operated by my mother and myself. I got started in this business because of my mom, obviously. My mother had OCD. And if you don't know what that means that she had an addiction to cleaning. That's the best way to describe it. My mother would come home at the end of the day and clean the house, and then she'd wake up at 3 in the morning and start vacuuming, and then she'd get up and clean after breakfast and everything was done, and then she'd have a maid that came in and cleaned, and then when she came home she cleaned again. It's a problem that some people experience, that they constantly clean. So my stepfather at the time owned a construction company, and he was hiring people to come in and do post-construction cleaning. And my mother said, well, why are you hiring somebody when I can come and do that? Because she finally realized after watching an episode of Oprah that she in fact had OCD, and she wanted to know why nobody told her. And we've been saying, well, we've been telling you had it all along, but you weren't paying attention. Soon after that, we moved sort of to the Bahamas. We got a winter home in the Bahamas that turned into a permanent home. And in a plane one day, my mother was flying over the island, and she got this vision of a company, and it was called Dustbusters. So she started Dustbusters. Our first commercial job was for the Atlantis. And if you look at the Royal Towers and the 2 towers beside it, those were our first job. And we went in and did every single stitch of floor and room in the Atlantis and the Royal Towers and the 2 adjoining towers. And from there, our business started. I think we started with about 6 core people. Now we have about 15 core people, but we've extended our staff upwards of 100 people. It's not I don't know how to say the word. It's not uncommon for us on a large job to have upwards of 150 people. But our core people are about 15. Those are our everyday people. In the Bahamas, you have many different cultures, and most of the people that come in to start a home there or a second home there are usually pretty affluent. So most of our clients are affluent, and then we have commercial building clients as well. Baha Mar, the Atlantis, anything that you see that's a large resort, we've probably done. Anything that you've seen that's new and commercial, from China Construction on down to any of the large construction companies have all called us in to be their post-construction cleaners, and then their remediators, their renovators, and restorers. I don't know what else I'm trying to think.
No, that's an awesome. So now, what year did Dustbusters officially begin?
So Dustbusters started in 1994.
Okay.
But the company that you see today is called the Dustbusters Cleaning Authority, and it started in July of 2009. Our company went from a small startup to a full-size, fully operational company in every area of renovation, restoration, and remediation. We are IICRC certified. We're an IICRC certified firm. We are currently in the process of becoming an IICRC certified school. We have just the best, most loyal and dedicated staff. We have great clients who we've never had to advertise for. We advertised one day, and that was the first day Dustbusters, the original iteration of the company, went into business. And we've never placed an advertisement since then. So everything that we've done and our success is due to word of mouth. But that goes back to a principle that Restoration Technical Institute has, and it's about being the best and making sure that your clients are happy. If your employees are happy, your clients are happy, and how all of that ties in. I learned a lot here, and that's one of the things that we stand by. We stand by that we look good, we present ourselves in a good manner. We make sure that when we go out there, we're very happy. When we walk out in teams, it's as if the seas part, the way that people move, the way that the people open up. It's like Moses parting the seas, because we walk through with confidence and we know we're the best. So that's the attitude that we present.
That's awesome. And the fact that you got the Atlantis for your first job, that's really impressive. So I was just gonna ask a little, like, how'd you nail that?
My mother is one of those people that says, I know you don't know me. You don't know any of my people, and we're probably not who you thought would be that person. So what she did was she went to the developers at the time, I guess the Kersners and whoever was working for the project manager at the time. I don't know which project manager it was. And she said, let me do one room, and I won't charge you a dime to do that room. So she took our core staff members, and she did one room, one full suite and a balcony, and it was obviously impressive enough so that they hired us to do everything else. So there's not one piece of the Atlantis that you can look at that we did not do the post-construction
That's amazing.
cleanup
That's
on.
awesome. So when you started in this field, what was your first position? Were you just automatically kind of...
Oh, no.
Or can you talk a little bit about that and your personal growth?
Yeah, my personal growth, when I started, I was a cleaning tech. I wasn't a supervisor, a manager, or anything. I was a cleaning tech. So I was on the floor cleaning baseboards and tracks and getting spots off of things. I started literally from the bottom, and I worked my way up. Sure, I probably had a little bit more accelerated growth, but I did everything from the floors all the way to the ceilings before I moved on to another area. Another thing that propelled my growth is that